Hey guys, Current47 here with another video. So, today we're going to be playing the remastered Oblivion. As you can see, the textures are totally 2020, 2021-ish. I was able to download wabbajack and I was able to install that. It was a long process, but to get into the video, I'm starting off as a dark elf. I've played Oblivion a couple times, but I never got to complete the whole thing. I've only gotten to, let's say, level 12 or 13, so I'm trying to have a full playthrough, trying to involve you guys, trying to involve myself in the videos rather than just putting videos out there without my voice or anything like that. I've ran into a couple occasions where, as you see from my last video with Modern Warfare 2, I forgot to check my videos and check if there's audio. So this is another occasion where I don't have audio. So here we are with changing the color of the hair and everything. I recorded a couple videos where it's at least 5 hours of footage and all of it has no audio. So bear with me. If you're into this playthrough, I appreciate you so much. It's just basically showing you the new graphics that are capable at this time. Uh, I do have a PC that has a Radeon 6700 XT with a Ryzen 7 5800, I think. I'm not too sure. I've always been confused with that, but it's a proper build. I get like 120 frames on Modern Warfare 2 on 2K, 1440p. So right now I'm just going through the whole character menu on creating my character. Of course, got to name him Curbs. It's just you know, I like that. So yeah, they have a lot of settings. They have the whole menu is completely changed. I don't have Darny Unified. I think that's what it's called. Darnified menuing stuff. I don't really have that. I just downloaded whatever came with the whole package. It's at least 200 mods, configures all the textures, all the characters, everything. It's all going to be enhanced. Over here trying to tweak the eyes. You know, I actually didn't realize how well the character was going to look like going into it. This is one of the character creations that I've ever created that actually looked realistic in my mind. I've played Skyrim. I've tweaked it a little bit. I added a couple mods back in the day when I had a gigabyte of a graphics card, and it ran pretty well. And then when I upgraded to the Radeon RX 460, which was a low end, you know, card, it was back in 2016. I was able to play Skyrim at high ultra settings, which I was really happy about. It was the first time I ever got to play Bethesda games at such high quality at a stable frame rate. So now we got this beefy machine that I'm able to play a bunch of games now. I'm able to implement a lot of mods into Oblivion. Now, Oblivion was one of the games that I've always wanted to be into, but the graphics always turned me down. I'm always into gameplay. I love the gameplay of the game. That's what really kept me going on playing this game. And I'll soon later into the future look into combat mods, see if I could get the Skyrim camera on here, or even the God of War camera. I've seen that happen in Skyrim. I want to see if they have that implemented for Oblivion. Right now, what we got is just graphics upgrades, just overall quality upgrades. The menu when equipping weapons is nice. But yeah, the whole character creation here is just insane. I love how they go through every fine detail. I don't even think the vanilla Oblivion had such detailing of a menu. now I'm just adjusting the tone, seeing how. Yeah, I wanted to change the tattoos on the guy, but I don't think I was able to. I think there's an option there I just overlooked, but for the, I just stuck with it. Now that I'm looking at this now, I think I removed the tattoo. I'm not sure. I might have. Oh, see, like I click on complexion, and then that tattoo comes on, but I don't know how to change that. Oh yeah, so now we're gonna be into the game. Okay, we got a tutorial going off right now. I'm just looking around at the graphics, blowing my mind right now. So I think into a couple episodes in, I'm actually enabling a ENB, and it changes the atmospheric volume of the video game of Oblivion. And but as of right now, I'm just not realizing it, just testing it out, saving my settings, going through my settings, checking everything out. Of course, this is the first time I've looked into the main menu, making sure all my object. So this was another thing. Every time I tried to raise the object fades, actor fades, I tried to raise that, and I tried to save I and all this stuff, but it just always reverted back. So you might see me a couple times trying to tweak the settings. See, yeah, so I saved I there, thinking that it'll work. FOV was already at 90 preset. I think that comes with one of the mods, automatically setting it to that. Here I am with the new main menu. Looking at all the, gotta check that out because of my major skills. I basically just ran through the text through the story mode because I've been dealing with the intro so many times. I wish there was a mod that I implemented before this playthrough to skip the intro, because I think most of us who've played this game has already gone through the whole maze of, oh, you gotta go underground and kill a couple rats and a zombie, and then, oh no, this guy died. But of course, if this is your first time looking at Oblivion, where have you been? This is one of the most properly created video games of all time. Story mode is great, as I said before, so here I go again. Going through the settings, raising my mouse settings. So we should be getting into. I I guess I'm trying to listen to the sound of me punching the walls and seeing the animations. So the running is still kind of weird. I wanted to add gameplay enhances to it. The camera has always been bad on Oblivion, honestly. So to be able to add a God of War type camera would definitely work out, and it would look beautiful. As I mentioned, with Skyrim, they have that mod, and I want to be able to add that. Little frame drop there, no big deal. He's like, I've seen you. Let me see your face. Yeah, yeah. He sees me in my dream. He can see fate itself. Just going through the whole thing. So here she is. She presses a stone in the wall. Everything starts falling down. I'm just appreciating the graphic quality because honestly, this is the first time I've ever implemented a whole set of mods that just improved everything. Back in the day, I used to add singular mods individually in a mod manager. I think at one point I got up to 80 mods, and as I said, I didn't have a powerful machine, and it would just lag so hard. I would have to dip my settings to medium, but now it's like, it's a damn refresher. This guy tried to run up on me. Oh, that man just died insta kill. Throw these hands, bro. What you got? Oh, killed his ass. Alright, so he dropped. Yeah, so I don't know if you knew about this, but this guy that dies, he drops the Akaviri sword, and it does a great amount of damage. Too bad they, honestly, spoiler, but they take that blade away from you at the end. But of course, pick up the short sword. That short sword is yours now. I'm over here goofing around, punching some dead girl's foot. So I'm looking at the Hakaviri, yeah. Three damage. Not too bad in the beginning. I mean, most swords in the beginning start with 3 damage. At one point, I do want to go for the Umbra. There, right there, is a graphics error. I don't know how or what mod does that, but I'm not even going to complain because it's not really that game breaking in my opinion. And so walking into this, I kind of wanted to just do everything. Mostly for the magic side, because when I was playing Skyrim, my top character in Skyrim was a Breton, and he was part of the Mages Guild, and I was able to raise Restoration, Mysticism, and all those skills I was working on, and I loved it. I loved being a mage. Of course, Warrior, in my mind, is always the first way to go, having the shield and sword. I'm not really too much of a fan of a two-handed weapon guy, you know, but only because of the whole defense and how it hits so slow. Yeah, it does crazy damage, but I'm more of a DPS slash everything in between with magic and everything, just without the two-handed sword. So walking into this one, there's another rat. These damn rats infesting these damn sewers. Okay. I'm sorry for anybody who has rats in their home. That's a whole different situation. That must suck being able to wake up and then having them eat your snacks. I'm over here equipping whatever they could give me. Of course, they give me heavy armor, which is not what I needed. I wanted to make my character a blade and shields with a little bit of magic. So basically like a spell sword, I guess. I guess that's what they call it. Here I am looking at the how to play the game because actually I wanted to drop items, and usually they just have where you just press a button and then it drops it. But in this mod, you actually have to click and hold each object to drop it. And I guess I accepted it because the way I see it is like, okay, I'm grabbing this object, I'm taking it out of my inventory, and so now I get out of the menu and then I could drop it. So it's realistic in a way. Kind of a hassle to be dealing with because in the vanilla, you could just drop everything, and then when you get out of the menu, all of it drops around you. Kind of doesn't make sense, but I mean, you could also see that as getting a handful of a bunch of shit and then just throwing it. In this case, it's individual, and I just gotta bear with it. So here I am moving forward through the sewers underneath it. Let's see another rat. Got a couple rats. The zombie. So zombies later into the game, I guess they adapt to your level, but they're tough. There was a scene where in Down the Future I do verse a zombie, and it took me a while. I had a couple magic spells, but it just didn't work out. I was getting slapped. Okay. Also, I might have to rework it. I have to look into the sneaking eye because the sneaking eye is supposed to be lowered. It should show a minus sign, but I never really did that. I guess now I have to focus on the bar underneath the eye in order to sneak. Here I am trying out the bow skills, you know, shooting some arrows, getting these headshots. But I have to say though, with the new A and B, it looks more beautiful. But even just now, the graphics look crisp. So here I am just figuring out what to pick up, what not to pick up. Yeah, see, so I pick up a Warhammer and I'm over encumbered. Like, that's another thing. I hate how they're so heavy in this game. It just. And especially with the whole, oh, you picked this up, we're not going to make you move anymore. Like, at least in Skyrim, they let you walk. But, like, come on, man. So I'm going to see if I can find another mod for that. Or I might just activate TGM and just toggle God mode and just rock with it. I tried to use the two-handed, and I told you guys my preference on two-handed. I'm not really a go-to guy with that, but I went with it. One-shot kill as usual. Endgame is like, I want glass armor. Okay, I want to be able to enchant everything, which is what I was going to do. I tried to do the Amulet of Kings to start off just to get the horse. And once I got the horse, I was like, okay, I'm out. I was supposed to go to Kvetch, but I'm not about that life. So instead, I started the Mages Guild quests. So we got another rat. I think that's a rat. Yeah, so I wanted to improve each skill overall. I didn't really want to upgrade only just using one weapon. Which later into the game I did realize that, okay, the best way to level up your guy is by leveling up your major skills. If anybody has any reference to that or any advice to that, just let me know the best way to level up a character. If it is using major or minor or both or just playing the game, let me know in the comments below. Basically just going through the whole thing. Grabbing potions, lockpicks. I'm over encumbered because I picked up 2 lockpicks. There you go. Yeah. Drop the Warhammer. Now see, I thought the goblin was there, but I guess it's towards the next section of this. Yeah, so see, like, if I'm looking at the grounds, I can't drop items because there's a specific space in between the item that is dropping and the character itself. And so, whatever space is in front of me, it has to be enough space in between the character and the item itself for it to actually visually appear. Otherwise, it'll appear inside objects like walls or doors or anything like that, or even in the ground, which is another pet peeve that I don't really like. I just wish they could just have the, like, you could drop the object wherever you want, and the object would just appear in front of the wall or ground, rather than like it has to be at a set distance. Otherwise, it's just not gonna work. Like, I don't like that. Okay, so this is the part where they tell me to sneak and to kill the goblin. I have to say though, I'm terrible with the bow in this game when it comes to long range or even just predicting the movements of these enemies. Yeah, get out of here. I love the kill animations though. The kill animations with the bow is like, you really feel like you rocked this dude and he laid him out. Like they do flips, they fly across the area and everything. It's sick.